Perfect. So, Robbie's mom, I'm going to have you take me back just for a minute to what you said about how you first discovered vision therapy. Kind of very briefly walk me through that again.
Okay, Robbie was having a lot of troubles in school this fall. An undiagnosed convergence insufficiency, as well as some other things, dyslexia.
Right.
We already knew about the ADHD, and I had a friend that had vision therapy when she was younger. And she said to me, I had a thought. She went to visit a childhood friend that reminded her of her vision issues because she is now a vision therapist. And she said to me, I want to give you a book, and it was Dr. Cook's book, about some vision disorders. And she said, please read this because I think this might be one of Robbie's issues. And I said, no, his vision is fine. He's 20/20 vision. I don't think it's vision. She said, please take the book. It's very short and you can read it quickly. I took it begrudgingly and thought I would just read it. And as I started reading it, I would ask the questions to Robbie. Robbie, do the lines ever move? Yes. Do they ever look like this? These are things right out of the book. Do they ever go like this when you read? Yes. Everything I asked him, he said yes. So I said, I think I need to call a vision therapist center.
Yeah. And
We
Robbie...
actually had a choice of two.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It was one of them that did like that first thingy, that did it like all in like one day for 3 hours, and there was here that did it an hour.
So you like the idea of spacing it out more?
Yes.
Yeah. You wrote something very interesting. You said that my eyes don't make the words in my reading overlap. Reading is easier. You kind of liked what you did in vision therapy.
Yes.
But your mom also mentioned something about stress. Like, you actually stopped going to school for a while?
Yeah. It was just, well, it had to do with a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
I had a bad aide in my classroom. My teacher doesn't really care that much, and she doesn't really talk that loud. It's hard to pay attention to her.
So I guess everything going on, it just, the difficulty you were having with reading just made things tougher in general.
Exactly.
And don't forget one of the things was with the vision, you would get a worksheet at school, whether it was a mad minute with lots of math problems or a lot of reading, and you would get overwhelmed to look at it all because it was, do you remember?
And your mom just said something a minute ago about you did a lot of things this past year, and of all the things that you did, you felt the thing that made the biggest difference was?
Vision therapy.
Why?
Well,
in what sense?
I haven't been doing PACE or Linda Mood Bell, the reading program, that long to really get an effect from it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the medication wasn't really that big. The therapist, I don't feel I really, well, I sort of needed it, but at the same time, I sort of don't need it. But I like going. And, but the one thing I felt like really helped, like, was going the fastest, was really helping, was vision therapy, because it just didn't take as long. It wasn't as stressful. Eventually, it wasn't as stressful as PACE in the reading program, and I could see results.
Oh, wow. Very mature of you to explain it that way. Well, thanks, Robbie.
You're welcome.
And you'll help a lot of other kids have just as good an experience. Thanks so much.